team's income is
Hello and welcome back
very
to another
robust
episode
right
of the career mode. Today is round 19 and we are at Australia. Not one of my favourite circuits on the track, and it's a bit weird to be doing it as the penultimate track of the calendar. Obviously due to like COVID it got moved back and it's actually been cancelled for this season anyway, so it's a bit of a strange one. But today we're at Australia. As you can see, I'm just getting the practice programs done as I always do, get them out of the way, and then we'll head into qualifying. I'm hoping to out-qualify the AlphaTauris if I can. Obviously they're who we're fighting for the championship. Well, for the 4th place I think it is, or 7th place. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But let's jump into qualifying and see what we can do. Obviously, as normal, I will be doing, I'll be showing you the best qualifying laps per session. So if I don't get out, make it out of Q1, then you're only going to see one little snip of qualifying. But let's head into it. We've done 3 laps in Q1, and we're currently 5 tenths up on our best time. As we round the final few corners, we've got 3 corners to go. Good entry into that corner. Can we get a good exit out of the final corner with the best top speed as we can? Applied DRS. We lose 2 tenths going out of that corner, and I'm not sure if we get through there. Do we get through? We'll have a look. We're not in the top 14. Hamilton provisional pole with a 1:17.948, which is a really quick time. Unfortunately, Gasly's got 5th. Tsunoda's got 11th. Antonio Giovinazzi gets 15th but gets a 5-place penalty. I'm not sure what that's for, but as you can see, we do not get through, so we will not be in Q2. Where are we going to be? P19, but obviously we'll be ahead of Giovinazzi whatever happens because of his time penalty.
Tough luck there.
He might not. He might qualify
where we'd want to be on the grid,
first.
but
He's
chin
got
up,
through.
it's not the end of the world.
So unfortunately we don't make it through to Q2. Is it going to be dry? It looks like it is going to be fairly dry in the race on the Sunday. We don't have a rivalry at the moment. That's because Claire hasn't asked us. Blame Claire for that one. Just quickly showing you the stats. As you can see, our average finish is 10th. I'll take that. That's not bad. Considering we're, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We're the 7th best car. Average finish for 10th isn't that bad. So I'll take that. It's definitely one, definitely a stat that we'll keep hold of. We do have a lot of R&D upgrades that we need to develop for the following season. We'll try and get as many as them done before the end of the campaign. Right, I feel like we should jump into the race.
Hello and welcome from Albert Park, Australia for today's race, and I think it's shaping up to be a classic. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat, Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching for as they go down into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Perez, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Stroll, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel. Raikkonen, Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, the owner driver, Russell, Tsunoda. They've taken a grid penalty. Antonio Giovinazzi and Christian Lundgaard. Ocon, Latifi, Mazepin. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Mick Schumacher. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Okay, as you can see, we're starting P14, which we've obviously been bumped up 5 positions. And away we go. Can we jump a McLaren straight away? Unfortunately, we can't. Looks like Russell's going to get up our inside, as does Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to do a little dive bomb on Ricciardo in the McLaren ahead. We have to cut to the grass a little bit and make a little bit of contact with the Aussie there. Obviously, it's home Grand Prix. We managed to gain 1 position. We tried to go up the inside of Ricciardo, who goes very defensive, but we managed to hold on to the position, and we do move up into 12th. But Ricciardo's going to try and come up the inside, but we managed to make it stick. P12, that's 2 positions gained on the first lap so far. Ricciardo's got a good run on us here. Looks like he's not going to be deploying as much ERS as he probably could do, and we're going to manage to stick in P12 for the start of lap 2. We're already losing a lot of time to the cars up ahead, so we need to try and break that gap if we can. Obviously everyone up ahead's on soft and we're on medium, so it's not surprising that we're losing touch with them already, but if we can try and stay with them, it will significantly help the race. See, Lando's in a very fast McLaren. We're in a McLaren sandwich at the moment. You can see Yuki Tsunoda trying to get past Danny Rick ahead of, or behind us, sorry. Going to try and go around the outside as Rick turns defence into attack and tries to overtake us. But Tsunoda does get through, which isn't good for the South Blues racing team in the championship standings. Obviously at the moment we're not fighting for points, but as you can see, Ricciardo has actually re-overtaken Tsunoda.
They're on old softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got
I
one
believe
more
Gasly's
stop.
in the top
The time
5,
last lap was
6, 7,
1:25.2.
so unfortunately he's going to be getting a decent amount of points, and we're not, at the moment, not getting any. As Ricciardo goes for another move on the inside, we do make little bits of contact. We're going to quickly check to see, and we don't actually have any damage. We're going to try and stick it around the outside of Danny Rick, because now we're going to go up the inside, and we managed to hold on to position on lap 4. He falls into the clutches of Yuki Tsunoda, and we managed to gain 6/10 going down the home straight.
We're leading our teammate by 2.7 seconds.
We do get DRS for the next straight as well. Don't know how we've got that. Right, moving on to lap 6 now, and Ricciardo again tries to get past us, and we're going to defend this time into the... Oh, that was close. We went defensive into that corner, but unfortunately for Danny Rick, we managed to defend him and keep the position. We're only on lap 6 out of 29, so the softs are probably about as best as they're going to be. The mediums are just not as quick of a tyre. But as you can see, Danny Rick's trying to get up our inside. Tsunoda tries to make a move on Danny Rick again as he tries to make a move on us. As you can see up ahead, Hamilton is in the pit, Vettel is in the pit. I don't think we're gonna come out ahead of Hamilton. We might do. He was in P1. We are. We're ahead of the Mercedes driver. We're ahead of Gasly. Maybe Hamilton wasn't ahead of in P1. Sorry. It looks like Bottas is the one in P1. As Gasly comes out in P9, Hamilton comes out what looks like.
Okay, clear.
As you can see now, Bottas in P1. We're in P2 after everyone has pitted. Bottas started on the hard tyres. As there looks to be a yellow flag, as is that Lance Stroll or is that Sebastian Vettel, who tries to overtake us on the inside going into a corner, and he just catches our front wing. I think it's a racing incident. We do get a warning for corner cut, and I thought that was a warning for the collision, but it wasn't. We're now getting attacked by Leclerc, who obviously is on fresh hard tyres after his
keep on him. He might
pit
make
stop.
a mistake.
We've got Leclerc ahead of us now. We're not going to be able to fight him. We've got Hamilton behind us. They've gone on to hards, which is a bit of a weird one. So they're obviously going to the end. We're going to try and get a good release with DRS to stay ahead of Hamilton for the time being.
Box.
Pit
We're
window
coming in
is
this lap.
now open. We're going on to softs. We're doing a medium soft, whereas everyone else seems to be doing a soft hard. I'm not 100% sure if Bottas has pit either, actually. I think Bottas might be doing a hard soft strategy. We're going to try and put in our best lap that we possibly can. As Hamilton tries to go up the inside, and we do defend it. We go green, so we're actually definitely are doing the best lap that we have done this race so far. Hamilton's looking, trying to get past. We're obviously holding him up a lot to Charles Leclerc. He'll probably get a good run with the DRS after the, I think this is turn 14 and 15. We get an okay exit, we get a little bit of understeer. As Hamilton goes round the outside, we're not fighting Hamilton, but I will try and leave my car in there. Just to slow him up a little bit, because if he's slowed up, it means the rest of the pack are slow. We will manage to head into the pits in P3. And again, we've gone green, so it's been a good final lap for us on our first stint. But now we're going to move on to soft tyres and have a good end to the race, hopefully. A safety car now would be perfect. Hopefully we can get a good stop as well. Come on, boys. 2.5.
Go.
We do a 2.4 pit stop. That's a good stop. We're going to come out just ahead of Giovinazzi, or are we going to get overtaken by the Italian? Obviously our teammate doesn't overtake us, as does Yuki Tsunoda. Should be able to fight them off, because we're now on fresh softs and they're on worn hard tyres. Okay, lap 18 now. We are chasing Yuki Tsunoda. I think if we're going to make the move, we've got to do it on this straight now. Can we get a good exit and DRS? We get a very good exit. We're going to deploy ERS, switch to the outside for the first corner, and we are going to get the move done. And now we're on the back of our teammate. Let's have a little look at a replay of the little switchback. Obviously going down the right hand side, and we switch to the left in the slipstream, ERS and DRS enabled, and we get the move done. On the following lap now, and we're chasing our teammate Antonio Giovinazzi. It doesn't look like we're going to get any points, but we still need to beat our teammate if possible. We've gone green and green. We're 6 tenths up in our best lap time as we get the DRS. We go to the inside. He doesn't give us much room. There is contact. Twice there's contact. But we get the move done and we progress past Antonio Giovinazzi for P12. All we need now is Lundgaard and Raikkonen to crash into each other. Obviously Raikkonen in his penultimate lap, as he does head into the pits. So that will be P11. I was about to say, obviously, Raikkonen is retiring, so this is penultimate lap race. He's only got Abu Dhabi left. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. Oh, okay, it looks like there has been a car retirement up the road. Is that an Alpine off the road to our left now? I'm not sure who that is, if it's Ocon or... No, I'm not sure. We move up into P9. And we are now into the pit, into the points. We've got, well, one lap to hold on to a double points finish. Hopefully Giovinazzi can stay ahead of Yuki Tsunoda.
There's 3 laps
about
of fuel
4 tenths
remaining
behind him at the moment, but he's going to get the DRS. Hamilton sets the fastest lap on the penultimate lap of the race. We get a good exit. I'm just watching the timings up the top left, Giovinazzi and Tsunoda. Giovinazzi manages to hold on to the position so far. Come on, Antonio. That'll be 3 big points for the team. considering it does look like Gasly is going to get a good points haul in this race. 5 attempts Tsunoda's got to try and make up to overtake Giovinazzi down the straight. Can he hold on to it? We've got 1 lap to do. 1 lap to confirm our 2 points in this race. Tsunoda does manage to get past Giovinazzi, but we re-overtake. I should have went back and got footage of this little battle, but I forgot. Does look like Tsunoda has overtaken Giovinazzi and will take the championship point away from South Blues Racing Team. Yeah, Giovinazzi doesn't look like he's got any grip left in those tyres. He's already made a gap of 5 attempts. But as you can see, Tsunoda's going to make a move on us. He's managed to turn defence into an attack as we defend nicely, and it actually does allow Giovinazzi to get past Yuki Tsunoda. I mean, I don't know if that's perfect teamwork or if it's bad by Tsunoda by trying to go on the outside. We get Giovinazzi through, and we are going to end the race on a double points finish for South Blues Racing Team. 1 point for Antonio, 2 points for us, and that is the end of the Australian Grand Prix.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Definitely Antonio Giovinazzi, isn't it? No matter what the rest of the field threw at him, he didn't put a foot wrong. Superb drive from him.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.